IIE was a wonderful course for me in many ways. So you kind of start off with maths and science, and you look at classification or definition, and you try to understand what things like parallel lines are, what are the different states of matter, solid, liquid, and gas. And I, as someone who has a master's degree, thought that I knew what these concepts meant. But I realized that there is so much in these concepts that you don't really know. At one point of time you feel, hey, how is it that I don't understand what parallel lines are? And you start off with these, and this gives a strong theoretical foundation, because definition in these contexts are not clouded by our own biases or personal judgments. And then you sort of move into, say, the humanities and social sciences, where you explore questions like, is person X a terrorist or a freedom fighter? Because to a certain group, person X may seem like a terrorist, but to a certain group, person X may seem like a freedom fighter. How do we go about answering that question? Or suppose if we say that country A is not a democracy anymore, and this might elicit strong responses, but can we understand what's the meaning of democracy? Can we define democracy and then see if this claim of ours that country A is not a democracy anymore fits with that definition? Are these two logically contradictory, or they make logical sense with respect to each other? And even if we look at, say, my role as a teacher, primary school textbooks say that the earth revolves around the sun, but to a casual observer, it's the sun which is moving around, right? Like, earth is not revolving around the sun. So how do I arrive at that conclusion? Textbooks just state it as a fact, and students learn it, memorize it, and write it down in the answer. But how do I explore that question? How do I look at various observations and try to arrive at that conclusion that scientists arrived a few centuries ago? I would wholeheartedly recommend this course to everyone, whether they are teachers or non-teachers, anyone who is interested in learning and is curious about life.